program 3. So in the, most of them were saying they were having some problem issues with the program 3. Then again we'll start next, we'll continue next. Okay, so what was your third program? The third program was about the employee database. So where the employee database says how many tables is required, all these we have seen in the last class, in the last lab only. This time I'll just explain what we are doing here. So we have to supposed to create employee department project and dependence tables. That's what we have done in the last class. So employee table we have created. So before that, let me see how is it. So what was the table details? The table was describe employee, employee table. So we have done with this employee. Then we have done with employee phone. EMP PHONE. Okay, so this table is also there. And next is department. Department. Yes, this table is also there. The next is project. Project. Yes, project is there. Then works on. Works on. This table is also there. Then dependent. This was the last table. Dependent table. Okay. So then we see one by one what are the values we have. Select star from, what was the first table name? Employee. LOYE. So values are there in employee table. Then employee phone number.
Ma'am, screen visible ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ma'am.
Share ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತಲ್ಲ. Okay. Let me share. ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಈಗ? Is it visible? Anyone? ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಯಾರಾದರೂ? Someone has to answer.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The employee phone was another table. So data is there in the other table. So then department, select department. Department. Then next is project. Project. Project that works on. Works on. Yes, it is also there. Works on is also there. Then dependents. Dependents. So depend, what is the spelling? Dependent. That's all. Yes, is not there. Okay. Yes. So all the tables are existing. So now we start with query 1. So what the query 1 says to us, display the details of all employees who are working on both the projects having project number 5 and 10. That's what you can see. Rama is the one who is working for both the project. The first query. And the second query, at least having 2 dependents. So Asha is one where there is 2 dependents. Then display the project name on which more number of employees are working. The project name on which more number of employees are working, for which project more number of people are working is basic. Basic is the project where most of the people are working. And the last one was these were the dependents. Retrieve the employee who do not have any dependents. So who don't have any dependents, maybe bachelor and he's working, but he is not yet married and he don't have kids. So these are the people who are still bachelors. So that's what query 4 says to us. And next one. So the employees display the employee detail whose total number of hours per week working on various projects is maximum than all the other employees. So who is that? That's the Rama. So this is what the 5th one says to us. And the last one, even we have seen this, we have already created. So we'll just display that and we see what is a view created for that particular thing. So this is what you can see, the view number of employees who are working for each department. So we have created separate view for that, where we have given that view name as a number of employees per department. That's the reason you can see select star from which view, the view name we have given it as a number of employees per department. So these are the number of employees who are working for per particular department. So department 3, number of people are working 3, department 2, number of people working is 4, department 1, number of people working is 3. So that's what we have seen, and we have seen about a ER diagram as well as schema diagram. So this is what the third program which we have seen in the last class. Any doubt regarding this? So some people were messaging me that they were not able to insert the value, they were not able to execute. So why is that? Why the people were not able to execute? Okay. Okay. You're able to see the screen, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm just trying out the pen, what it is. Okay. Very good, very nice. So you can see this is one where a new feature they have given us, this Google people. Okay. Okay. So shall we start the fourth one? Any problem in the 1, 2, 3 programs? I want answer from anyone.
No, ma'am.
Scooty is here. Class representative or anybody else? Any doubt?
No, ma'am, no problem.
Okay. Let me take attendance. Okay. One just. This is 8. Okay, answer to your attendance. Asta. Asta is here. Abhinav. Aishwarya.
Present, ma'am.
Ambrish.
Yes, ma'am.
Anu.
Present, ma'am.
Arbaz.
Yes, ma'am.
Arjun.
Present, ma'am.
Ashok.
Present, ma'am.
Benita.
Present, ma'am.
Bhargavi.
Yes, ma'am.
Pavisha.
Present, ma'am.
Chaitra.
Present, ma'am.
Demalai. Diksha.
Present, ma'am.
Deepika.
Present, ma'am. Present, ma'am.
Deepika M.
Present, ma'am.
Murli Krishna.
Present, ma'am.
Gangubai. Gangubai. Bujia.
Present, ma'am.
Harshit.
Present, ma'am.
Junjar.
Present, ma'am.
Kavya.
Present, ma'am.
Kishore. Kishore. Lata.
Yes, ma'am.
Manisha.
Present,
Yamat. Manjunath.
Yes, ma'am.
Nayana.
Present, ma'am.
Nilanjan. Nishant.
Present, ma'am.
Pavitra.
Present, ma'am.
Maithili.
Present, ma'am.
Priyanka.
Present, ma'am.
Pavan.
Present, ma'am.
Pavan, you didn't take up the test, right?
No, ma'am.
Akash.
Present, ma'am.
Rajeshwari.
Present, ma'am.
Rakesh. Rakesh. Ramya.
Present, ma'am.
Rashmi.
Present, ma'am.
Ravi. Rizwan.
Present, ma'am.
Vishal. Vishal. Savita.
Yes, ma'am.
Last class, Savita, you were absent, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Shruti.
Present, ma'am.
Sneha.
Yes, ma'am.
Last lab absent.
Ma'am.
Purti.
Present, ma'am.
Srinidhi.
Present, ma'am.
Srinivas.
Present, ma'am.
Sunil. Sunil. Vaishnavi.
Present, ma'am.
Vinny.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So you people are ready to show the third program?
Yes, ma'am.
Only Rashmi is answering. How about others? Others are ready today to show the third program?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'll check your third program. Keep it ready. Not now, after the break. After break, I'll see one by one programs. Okay, so now what I'll do is, I'll start with fourth lab program. Any doubts till now? 1, 2, everyone is done? Okay, let me see. What's done? Asta is not there. Binav is not there. Aishwarya? Aishwarya?
Yes, ma'am.
You have showed me one program. First program you have done?
Yes, ma'am. I have done, ma'am.
You have done, but you have not showed, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You'll show in afterwards?
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
yeah, you show afterwards. You'll be ready.
Okay, ma'am.
Arbaz? Arbaz? Arbaz, yes, here.
Yes, ma'am.
You didn't show 192 program?
Yes, ma'am.
You have to show, right?
Ma'am.
First program and second program.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, my laptop is not working, ma'am. It is cracked.
Sir, what I have to do, sir, now? You have to show me, no, sir. Then how I will give assignment marks, sir?
Ma'am, next week is show, ma'am.
Okay. Benita? Benita is here?
I'll show afterwards, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
192 both the programs you have to show me. Tedmalai?
Yes, ma'am.
It's not there. Harsha? Harsha? Harshit? Harshit? Harshit?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Program 192 you have to show me.
Yes, ma'am. I'll show.
Kishore? 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 Manisha? Manisha is there?
Yes, ma'am.
You'll show me the programs, ma'am? 192.
Ma'am, laptop work ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ.
ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲಮ್ಮ, ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಹೇಳಿ, ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಮ್ಮ.
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವೀಕ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಆಯ್ತು. ನಯನ? Nayana, she's not there. Nilanjan is not there. Nishant?
Yes, ma'am.
You'll show program 192.
Ma'am, today I will show second and third, ma'am. Next week, first will I am showing.
Okay. Ramya? Ramya is there?
Yes, ma'am.
You have showed first program, second program?
Second program and third program I had to show, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Ravi Shankar? It's not there. Rizwan?
Ma'am, Rashmi.
Rashmi, you have showed, right? You have showed.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah, people who have showed, I'm not calling. Who have not
Okay,
showed.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Rizwan?
Yes, ma'am. Second program I have shown. First
You
program I
have
have to
shown,
show.
you have to show the first program.
Yes, ma'am.
Savita, you will do it both next week. Shruti? Shruti is here. Sneha will show 2 programs next week.
Yes, ma'am.
Purti?
Yes, ma'am.
First program you have to show, right?
Yes,
Second
ma'am.
one
Yes,
you
ma'am.
have showed. Second one you have showed.
Yes, ma'am, I showed.
Yeah, Srinidhi? Srinidhi?
Yes, ma'am.
You have to show first program.
First and third one, ma'am. Second one's already shown.
Yeah, you have shown second one. Today you show first and third. After
Okay,
break.
okay, okay.
So make it ready with your laptop. Sunil? Sunil? Vinny?
Yes, ma'am.
You have to show first program.
Ma'am, I showed you the outputs last time. Now I don't have it.
Okay, third program you'll show afterwards.
Yeah, third I'll show.
Okay. Okay. So these people, please make it ready with your program. The people who have showed 1 and 2 are ready with make ready with third program, and people who have not showed 1, 2, 3, you also make ready, and people who have showed second, not showed first and third, please make it ready after the break. Okay. So now we move on. Now we move on to the fourth program. So what the fourth one says to us is, okay, I think here you people are able to see I have increased the font size. I'll increase the screen also. Okay, able to see everyone? Anyone? Obru answer madi. Anybody? One. Able to see, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So
Yes,
what we
ma'am.
are doing in the fourth program is the design an ER diagram. For all the programs, we have to design ER diagram and schema diagram. That is compulsory for all 5 programs. Design an ER diagram for the following scenario. Then convert the same into the relational model. Normalize relation into a suitable normal form, and then solve the following queries. So what we have to do? We have to solve the queries as well as we have to do it. Okay. So what this scenario is given to us is a country can have many tourist places. Do we have tourist places in India? Do we have tourist places in India?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Same way, we have to have a tourist places. Each tourist place is identified by using a tourist place ID. So now we have, at least in Bangalore, if I say what are the places where we can see, so we have Vidhan Sauda, we have Lal Bagh, we have so many places. But each of them, how I am naming, I am giving some name to each of them. But here, because it is a table, we want to give unique ID. That is what is called as a tourist place ID. Having a name, so like Vidhan Sauda, Lal Bagh, there are then so many places. So then you can have a name. Belong to a state. Which state it belongs? It belongs to Karnataka. It belongs to which city? It's a Bangalore. So state and number of kilometers away from the capital city of the state and history. So now, suppose Karnataka, how much distance we have? What is the capital? Bangalore is the capital. What is the distance? All these we have to give there. Okay. There are many tourist visitors visits tourist places every year. So maybe even from different countries also they visit India to see which are the places where we can see. So that's what many people are coming from, even from one place. Suppose I am in South, I may go visit east of India, west of India, or north of India to see how the places are. So if we move to Delhi, we have so many visiting places. Like this, there may be so many visitors who are visiting to the places. And each tourist is identified uniquely by using a tourist ID. So if you are a tourist, then you have to will be identified by a tourist ID, having a name, age, country, and multiple email IDs. A tourist visits many tourist places. It is also required to record the visited data in the database. A tourist can visit a tourist places many times at different dates. So the tourist place can be visited many tourists either in the same date or in a different dates. So now suppose if we plan to go for a Mysore, then how many people, all third semester people can visit to the Mysore. Then the dates of all 51 students are saying yes. If we are planning for a tour or a tour for Mysore, then it is the same date we would have planned. So that is what the scenario says to us. So in this scenario, what are the tables we are going to create? We are creating a tourist places. We are creating a table called as a tourist. We are creating a table called as a visits, and we are creating an email. So these are the tables which we require for this query. So then we are inserting values to these tables. So we'll see them in the table. So what was the first table? First table was tourist places. What was the first places. First place was tourist places. Describe tourist tourist place. Yes, yes. What are the columns in a tourist? TPID, tourist ID, history, kilometer, state, then tourist place name. So these are the columns which are present in a tourist table. In the same way, next one, tourist, TOURIST. So then in this also what we have, tourist ID, country, from which country they are visiting, then age and the name. So then we have visit. Yes. So in the visits table, we have a tourist place, which place we are having, and the person's name, TID, and which date. Then describe email. So we require the email ID. So for email ID, the employee ID, the person ID, that is tourist ID, and email. So these are the tables which we have created. Then select. So what are the data present in the each table? We'll let us see. Tourist, TOURIST, tourist. So these are the values which are 7 rows are all present in the tourist place. So in the same way, select tourist, TOURIST. The tourist is also having 7 rows. So then visit, one more table, visits. So 13 rows there. And the last one, email. So these are the email IDs which for each people. Okay. So then we have created and inserted the tables. Now come back for execution of the queries. So what the first query says, list the state name which is having maximum number of tourist places. Okay. So now in Bangalore, how many tourist places we have? Can anyone list out? In Bangalore. Can anyone? Bangalore. Lalbagh. Okay.
Kaban Park.
Kaban Park.
Bangalore Palace.
Bangalore Palace.
Bangalore Palace, ma'am.
Then?
Vidhan Saudha.
Vidhan Saudha ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಮತ್ತೆ ವಿಧಾನ್ ಸೌಧ ಓಕೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ವಿಶ್ವೇಶ್ವರಯ್ಯ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಯಂ ದೆನ್ ಇನ್ನು ಅಷ್ಟೇನಾ ಇರೋದು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ನು ಏನಿದೆ ವಾಟ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ temples, that is also counted. ISKCON temple. Then yeah, ಇಷ್ಟೇನಾ ಆರೇನಾ ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದು ಬರೀ 6 ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್ ಏನ ನೋಡಕ್ಕಿರೋದು. Yes, how many places we have in Bangalore?
Market, ma'am. City
market, what we should see, sir? Okay, then city market I'm not taking, it is a commercial place. Okay, then there is a Shiva temple. Where is Shiva temple in Bangalore? Very big temple.
Old Airport Road.
What is that name? There is some name for that. Murdeshwara, or what is the name given to that?
Different name.
Different name, some name. So even that place. Then near to ISKCON temple, Hanuman temple is there. Very big Hanuman temple. Near to that place, there is one more Krishna, very big thing. Yes or no? Visited sometime? Okay. So now we have just listed around 8. So what is the first query says to us, list the names which is having a maximum number of tourist places. We want a state which is having maximum, whatever we have entered, we want to know which is having the maximum tourist places. So what data we have entered, based on that, these are the things. Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Karnataka are the places where we have a maximum number of tourist places. Okay, next one, list the details of tourist places where the maximum number of tourists visited. So out of these 4 states, we have told these are the 4 states where the maximum places are there. Out of this, which is a place where the people are visited more? So how do we know? So we have Karnataka, in that Mysore. In Tamil Nadu, we have this Medan. So these are the places where people have visited more. Okay. And next one, list the details of tourists visited all the tourist places of Karnataka. So in Karnataka, how many places we have to see? Okay, now we have just listed only 8 for Bangalore. So can anyone see how many places are there in Karnataka to see? Yes. So this is third query. Let me first execute, then show you, then I'll explain each one of them. Okay, next one, display the details of tourists visited at least one tourist places of the state, but visited all states tourist places. So at least, so now how many we have told? We have 4, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Kerala. So all these are there. At least one places you should have visited. So that's what this query means to us. And the last one, display the details of the visitor places by visited all the countries. So there may be some person who has visited all the tourist places in all the countries. So this is what is the last. Okay, so we'll continue after the break. Able to hear me? Anyone? Anyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll take a break. We have problem with the internet here in the college. So we'll come back and meet after the break.